Hello, and welcome to the first in a short series of demonstrations for the Note Recorder program. And the program is actually very easy to use, but hopefully these demonstrations will help you get up and running with it quickly. In this first one, we're just going to create a note, record to it, play it, and then in the next demonstration we'll go through the options and then finally the search features. Okay, so the first thing to do is to create the new note. So we just come up here to add new note, and the first thing to look at here is the category. You can put your notes into categories, or you can just leave it as none if you don't want to use the categories. If we had any other categories saved, they would be listed here. You can enter a new category directly from this form, which is what we'll do here. Say it's be meeting notes. And then the note name. The note name is actually the only required field. We'll call it August 2014. And the speaker name and subject are optional. We'll go ahead and fill them in just so you can see how they work. And there's going to be, say, August meeting. And then you can enter the date and time that the recording was made. Let's say this meeting will be at, we'll say 9 a.m. And when you're finished, you just click Save. And the new note will be loaded up for you automatically, and it'll take us a couple seconds while it loads the file. The program needs to initialize the recorder and set all the options and settings. And we'll look at those again in the next demonstration. Now at this point, record is the only option available here because this has not been recorded to before, so we can't play anything yet. And when you're ready to begin recording, you can just click record. And then you can begin entering your text notes. See, need to enter some notes. And we just need to get some text in here. See, now as we're typing, the program is keeping track of the cursor position. And it will it'll highlight the position in the text later when we're playing this back. Now another thing we can do is you can set flags in here. If there's something that you want to mark, it's kind of like a bookmark, you can think of it. You can either use your mouse and come down here and you can select from here, or you can just hit F3 on the keyboard also. That'll also work. Excuse me, F2. And that way if you're typing, you don't want to take your hands off the keyboard. You can just hit enter and it'll insert it for you, and then you can keep on typing. Okay, that should be enough text for our demonstration here, so we just save it, and you can pause the recording at any time and restart it, or we're just going to go ahead and stop it here. Then again, it'll say standby while it formats the recording, and then when it's ready, you can go back to recording, and it'll append the new recording to the end of the original one. And we also have play and transcribe available now. Now we go back to playing this. You won't hear the audio we just recorded because I'm recording this demo too. But you would hear the recording that we just made, and notice now too, as this plays, this highlight comes along here. This shows the position that the cursor was in at that point in the recording, so it helps to show you where you were in the written notes as you listen to the recording. So just help keep track of where everything is, how the audio recording matches up to the typed notes. And you can jump around in here during play mode if you want to. You can click anywhere in the text, and the audio recording will jump back to that position and keep playing. Okay, you got the rewind and fast forward buttons. Right now these will go back 30 seconds or forward 30 seconds, all the way back to the beginning there. But you can go backwards and forwards, and then jump back up here. Remember, we were down in this area here and we set this flag. You want to go back to that, you can just click on the flag and it'll jump down to that position again. Okay, so that's the playback. It's you can move around. I'll show you the transcription mode here. You don't have to type written notes during a recording. If you want to transcribe something later, you can, or even just replace your written notes with the transcription. And for transcribe, that's click this button, or you can hit F4. And in transcription mode, what it'll do is it will play the recording for a certain number of seconds and then pause, and then it gives you a chance to catch up when you're typing, and then you just go again. And again, you can use the keyboard shortcut, so you don't have to take your hands off the keyboard. And it's also got an overlap built into it, and these can all be set on the options that we'll look at in the next demonstration. But right now it's set to play 5 seconds and then overlap 1 second, so that's why it went from 0 to 4, and then it played from 4 to 9 and then backed up to 8. That way there's a slight overlap when it's doing the playback, so you don't miss anything. So that's about it. It's as I said, it's very simple to use. You can select your categories here. All and none are always available, and then after that will be whatever categories you've put in. Anytime you select a note, it will take just a couple of seconds to initialize, to load the file. And note too that on the meeting notes we got here, if you've got a category that you've entered, selected, then down here you'll just see the note name. You cannot have duplicate note names within a category, but you can duplicate note names across different categories. So if you've got all selected up here, then under the notes, it'll give you the name and then the category in parentheses. So if you've got several notes, if you're showing all categories and you've got several notes that have the same name across different categories, this will help you pick out which one you're looking for. Okay, over here we've got just pretty much a standard word processing toolbar. All the standard features are there. One other thing too about the note audio, if you come up to utilities, export note audio, any notes that have been recorded will be here, and this works the same way. You can pick categories or all, and you can click the select button here and select a location on your hard drive to export to, and you can choose the format of the file, and you can export the audio from your note, like if you want to put it on an MP3 player to listen to later. That's how you can do that. So okay, that pretty much covers creating a note, recording it, and playing it. There's really a few options we can set, and we're going to get into that in the next demo. I'm going to try to keep these kind of short. So that's all for now, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.